Truth be told, I was going to wait for Bandai Namco to post a localized version of the latest trailer before reporting on all this stuff, but it hasn't happened yet and the Tales of Arise news is starting to pile up. Let's go over everything we've learned in the last few days. The Tales of Festival was held over the weekend, and naturally they revealed more about Tales of Arise, though not nearly as much as I thought. They played an extended character trailer highlighting the two main protagonists, and we finally have names for both of them. The hero is Alphen, a man from Dana who has lost his memory and no longer has the ability to feel pain. The heroine is Shion. I'm pretty sure that is the pronunciation we are going with, but I'll wait until I've heard it out loud in some kind of Western material before I lock it in. Shion is from Renna, and she suffers from a curse of thorns which causes intense pain to anyone she touches. Producer Tomizawa updated the Tales blog with some comments on the new trailer which paints Shion in a bit of a cruel light. He says that we must remember that Shion is from Renna. The people of Renna have essentially enslaved the people of Dana for the past 300 years. There is some deeply entrenched prejudice at work, and Shion's personal story will include her evolving relationship with the people of Dana. As you can imagine, this still leaves a ton of questions unanswered, and Tomizawa updated the blog just a short time ago with an answer for at least one of them. He briefly talked about the title of Tales of Arise again, reiterating that it was initially a codename for the project before realizing it would be the perfect keyword to encompass the story and what they are trying to achieve with this new entry. He apologized for breaking the unspoken rule that mainline Tales games each have a different letter to make the acronym unique, but he pointed out that they couldn't simply make 26 Tales games, each using a letter of the alphabet, and then end the series. He also felt that limiting the title to a certain letter would only ever seek to hinder the development team's creativity. The question that has been really hot within a subsection of Tales fans is whether or not Tales of Arise's story is related to any of the previous entries. There have been quite a few theories and questions posed as to whether this is a third title in the Zestiria and Berseria universe, but Tomizawa says that is absolutely not the case. As should have been obvious, this is the first Tales evolution we've had in quite a while. It is a new endeavor. Everything about the world, story, and characters in Tales of Arise is new. Now, the most interesting Tales of Arise news from the last few days actually isn't from the Tales Festival at all, but rather a belated E3 article from Game Informer, who had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Tomizawa at the event. Game Informer were able to get confirmation from Tomizawa that Tales of Arise is indeed not an open world game. He said that some of the screenshots may somewhat suggest an open world title, but the structure of Tales of Arise is similar to other Tales games. He also pointed out that the current trailers and screenshots do not have a UI implemented, and the final game will absolutely have a world map. This isn't shocking to me personally because I never really thought it was going to be an open world game. I've imagined for quite some time, even before it was announced, that the next Tales would have a world structure similar to that of Dragon Quest XI. It seems like the natural progression from the previous entries, which had towns and field maps. Tomizawa did reiterate that similar to other Tales games doesn't mean the same. Everything will not be staying as it is. And on that note, Game Informer asked about the combat system. Tomizawa was again very tight-lipped on the subject. They are obviously not ready to do a full reveal on it just yet. Game Informer did prod him again though and asked about the trademark linear motion battle system, to which Tomizawa said that they do plan to do new and exciting things with the combat in Arise, but there wouldn't be too many changes to its core formula, as they want the current Tales fans to be comfortable with the game's systems. Yet more was revealed from this simple exchange, including the fact that Tales of Arise will not have a story structure like that of Tales of Exilia. The story is told from the perspective of Alphen. You cannot pick between Alphen and Shion as the main character. And finally, we have the confirmation that there will indeed be more than 2 playable characters. Bandai Namco were not willing to talk about other party members just yet, but they did say to expect a party size similar to previous entries in the series. That wraps up all the latest Tales of Arise news. I don't plan to absolutely flood you guys and gals with a new Arise video for every new minor detail that's revealed, so I feel this kind of structure is what I'm going to go with as we march toward launch. That is, to bring you the big important info when it drops and catch up on any of the minor bits I haven't covered yet at the same time. I'm incredibly excited about Tales of Arise, so rest assured I'll always want to bring you the important info as soon as I'm able. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.
for the liking, subscribing, and the sharing.